Hey, hello everybody. I've got another tier list. This time it is for Warhammer 3 factions. We don't have the game yet, obviously, but I believe we've got enough informations and I've got a pretty good idea of what every faction will play, of how they will play. Obviously, we do not have right now the whole Slaanesh roster, but I believe there won't be much surprises there. So let's get going. First, we've got Corn. Corn is very one in one direction, and their roster is pretty expensive. I am quite scared that all of their elite, very elite stuff like the knights and yeah, the knights should be pretty key, but they are too expensive, and I believe this is gonna hurt them a lot. And they don't have magic, obviously, and I think overall it's gonna be good spam of hounds. Bloodthirster would be pretty key, especially the Lord, the exalted one. I think it might be even better than Scarbrand. And overall, I think they won't be very flexible and might struggle a little. I think they will be C tier when the game launches, and they will have a tough time at first. I believe they will be just a little weak because their very elite stuff is probably too expensive. Yeah. So ogres, the ogres. I've got two factions here. I think they will be just fine. Not amazing because they will be hard to play. It's gonna rely a lot on their very big ogres, obviously. And when you have such a weird roster that relies on just large targets, it's gonna be pretty hard because until now all of these monstrous infantry have been not in the best place, especially when you spam them. The gnoblers will be very helpful to actually not have your your ogres destroyed, and I believe they have the tools they want. They're gonna have their cannons, the guys with the cannons. Forgot the fire belly or whatever. No, that's not it. But yeah, I think they have a good roster, a good mix of everything. Surprisingly fast cav and very hard hitting cav can be pretty key. And they have actually lot of cheap ogres that will be able to swarm the enemy while your most elite cav will be doing the work. So I think there will be just middle, an okay faction. As for Kislev, whatever it's called, Kostaltin and Katrin, I think they will be also very interesting to play. I'm very eager to try them, and it's going to be a good mix of everything. Very special because most of their infantry is actually hybrid, so this will be pretty special because their melee infantry is going to go from mid range, I mean mid, 800 gold, mid tier to very elite, or just elite 1k gold for the Tsar guards. So you will have very expensive melee infantry, so you will probably just have 3, 4, 5 of them, and the rest of your army will be just hybrids. Then you will have your chariots in front and a lot of cav. So you will have a very special playstyle with them, and I'm sure it's going to be strong, but hard to master. So yeah, I think they will be pretty okay at launch, but not for everybody. As for Kate I think will be just very strong. They are like better Skaven. I think the Jezreels will be very key and very powerful. All of the infantry getting all the yin and yang buffing each other. They're gonna be quite strong. And they have healing with the Miao Ying. I think she's gonna be a lot better than her brother, and probably the best pick. It's gonna be very static play style, and I mean, doesn't have to be anything else if he's just very strong. So yeah, they are like Skaven with the Dawi infantry. That's why I think of them right now, and it is pretty scary. They have all the tools they want. They're gonna have air superiority over everybody else because they have such a good ground support. They have Pew Pew in the air. They have Dragon. They have the better Pegasus Knights. It's just gonna be very strong. So yeah, I put them in A tier. I think they will be top dogs. Same for Nurgle. Nurgle seems very strong. Like they're gonna be just a big blob of poison, debuffs, and own self melee defense buff, healing everything. Just it's gonna be hard to take down. And even though that will be slow, they do have these flying bees, the rod flies, not bees, just flies. And these are 90 speed. And 90 speed, these units will be just very key to Nurgle's success and for them to be able to fight all of the other factions. And that's going to be very good. I think this unit will do a lot of work, and you can have most of your characters except the unclean ones. I mean, all of them on these mounts, these rod flies, and I think this will be very interesting to play. Nurgle seems very strong, great law of magic, very tanky, access to healing, and great chaff with the Nurgling. Just seems very strong. So yeah, I think they will be A. As for Zinch, seems very strong to me as well. Very interesting army with that probably cheesy. We will see. Cheesy with the regenerating shield, magic shield that they have on all of their units. So it's going to be very hit and run. Very hit and run. A lot of kiting, a lot of magic missiles, flamers, a lot of pew pew, massive pew pew. Very strong mobility with the Doom Knights, with the Chaos Knights. Chaos Fate Weaver is gonna be the best caster in the game. She's gonna spam spells all game, and it's gonna be terrifying, I think. Just a ton of mobility, quite tanky if you take your time because of the shield that will regen. And yeah, I think it's gonna be scary, and against the factions that cannot keep up with them, so probably Nurgle would have a hard time. Maybe Corn, maybe even the Ogres, or Kislev even. They're gonna be the troll. I think they're gonna troll a lot of factions, and it's gonna be very interesting to play. If you like the skirmish game, I think it's gonna be the best thing for them. As for Slaanesh, like I said, we don't have much information right now for Slaanesh, but it's gonna be very fast faction. I think that you can just take Beastmen and put Demonette and Demon's skin on them, and you've got Slaanesh. That's pretty much it. They're gonna be even more unarmored than the Beastmen, but I think they're gonna pack such a big punch that is gonna be just killing stuffs very fast and getting away very fast. It's gonna be like more like a Wood Elf army, but melee focused, and that hits even harder with lots of AP everywhere. The chariots, I think, are gonna be very good. And carry probably very good. I think they're gonna struggle in the air though, because they seem to just have the Furies and the Soul Grinder for ground support, and I think that's it. So we will see soon enough what they have as for missiles, if they have any, apart from the Soul Grinder, but I do not think they do. I'm very interested in Slaanesh. I do want to play them. I think they're going to be very good, but I think not so easy to play. They're going to be very squishy, and it's going to go down to your micro a lot. And yeah, I think that's going to be Slaanesh for you. If you have the best micro in the world, they're going to be right there. But you make one mistake, and I think like your end carry can get sniped, your very expensive stuff can get sniped, and I mean they do have a lot of great magic for supporting their fights and duels, and yeah, I think even against Corn, they're gonna have a great time fighting in melee. So it's gonna be a great matchup, I think. Seeing Slanesh against Corn, just super fun. And Slanesh will just overrun everybody else because they are just that fast. Just the fastest in the world. It's gonna be super cool, and I'm super eager to play all of these factions and see how it really shapes up. But I think those are my initial thoughts on them. Just yeah, it's gonna be fun. And let me know, guys, what you think of this. And we will talk again very soon because I will go over every faction and talk about their units, their playstyle, and what the key units will be for every faction. So yeah, see you very soon. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It's gonna help me a lot, especially since Warhammer 3 is very soon, and I do need those subs to get the juicy access from CA. So yeah, see you very soon, guys, and a good one.